Okay, part three, third time's the charm. Thank you for your patience. So, we're talking about the sound chakra, chapter 6 of Wheels of Life. Back in. Talking about mantras, she mentions the Om or Aum mantra, the great primordial sound, the original sound from the universe, from the creation of the universe, and the sound of all sounds together. For Christians, the mantra Amen is similar to Om. Interesting. O, Ah, Hum. 3 syllables of great power used for the following purposes: to purify an atmosphere prior to embarking upon a ritual or meditation, and to transmute material offerings to their spiritual counterparts. And there are several more. The last one I highlighted is I Am That I Am. It's the English version, also designed to unite the individual with the universal. It's like a heart sutra. I am that I am. And there's also nothing wrong with making up your own mantras. You could say something like, I am strong, and it's important how you frame that and how you word it. Instead of I will be strong or I'm going to be strong, you could say I am strong. It has a different affirming feeling to it. The vowels and the chakras. The Muladhara vowel is O as in Om. The Svadhisthana vowel is U as in cool. Manipura's vowel is A as in father. Anahata's is A as in play. Isuta's is I, or is E as in seed. And Ajna's is Sahasrara is Ng as in sing, or it could just be silence. Okay, and then in the chapter she moves on to telepathy. I'm gonna get it right. So it's not as crazy as it sounds, and I was like, whoa, this is cool, because 2 people saying the same thing at the same time, or just finding a busy signal because your friend is calling at the same time you're thinking of them, or getting the psychic hit that a family member is in danger, are just a few examples of common ways that telepathy can occur. And if we accept that ether is a connective field connecting all sound and vibration, then it makes a lot of sense. As thoughts become more and more dense, they begin to manifest. So when 2 people agree that something is, it becomes more dense, because a thought is just a very subtle vibration. But when 2 people have the thought, you can see how it kind of becomes more of a dense and solid vibration, and it starts to manifest. So the denser and denser things become, the more real they become. As I said earlier, thoughts are things. She then heads into creativity part of this chakra. In the words of Marshall McLuhan, a master analyst of media, she's talking about how concepts affect our consciousness on an immediate and a whole brain level. Okay, this quote is, I am curious to know what would happen if art were suddenly seen for what it is, namely exact information of how to rearrange one's psyche in order to anticipate the next blow from our own extended faculties. The artist is always engaged in writing a detailed history of the future, because he is the only person aware of the nature of the present. Excuse me. You have to be so present when creating art, when creating anything, and you are creating into the future. I think that's what's so beautiful to me about art and poetry and music. So cool. The process of creation is a process of inner discovery. In creating a work of art, we open ourselves to the very mysteries of the universe. We become channels for spiritual information, learning a language more universal than human tongues. And then she talks about how there's a new birth of therapies that use art, visual art, psychodrama, movement, dance, and calming effects of music to help people to access deeper and generally healthier regions of their mind and body, while also releasing like frustrations that might fragment your wholeness, or maybe traumatic experiences. You can kind of process things through art. The joy that you experience through art therapy is so cool because you really are experiencing profound healing, and things happen. I've experienced this firsthand, but it's like so fun that you don't even realize until after what shifts occurred. So if you've never played with art, I encourage you to just find something that you enjoy, that feels good to you, and just let it flow. Creativity. The media. Moving into this section on the media. And then we're going to get into some exercises. So media directs our attention, and where the attention goes, the rest of the energy will follow. They are setting cultural values for all of us. This is important right now. Media is also the most potent means we have of cultural transformation. Yes. It's important to demand integrity of those who control the media. Otherwise, we risk collectively being manipulated by those who, in actuality, have more power than most of our elected representatives. So Vishuddha, which means purification, this fifth chakra, has to be purified with the resonance of truth that can enlighten us all. We talk about speaking our truth when referring to this throat chakra, opening this chakra and allowing truth to be spoken. And she's just mentioning how it's important for us to hold people who are giving us our media accountable, because they have a lot of power. We have given them so much power because they're mass communicating the messages and selecting the images and giving the opinions that everyone is agreeing upon. I talked about that in part 1 and 2 of this. Like, we make agreements, and it's crazy powerful. Chakra 5 exercises. You can play charades, she suggests. You can take a vow of silence. You can make a voice recording during an ordinary conversation and see how much you talk and how much you listen, just to analyze. See if you interrupt, if you falter in your speech. Notice your tone of voice, and what can you intuit about this person, you, from just your voice. Neck roll, so just rolling the head side to side. A head lift, laying down and lifting, or lifting like this. Taking a shoulder stand. Here's the neck rolls, and the head lift, and the shoulder stand. All things you could add into your yoga class when you're teaching, and you could even mention this is great for opening up our throat chakra, enabling us to speak our truth. Reminding them to always speak their truth. Plow and fish pose, as you can see, are also great for opening this chakra. And that is it. So that's it for chapter 6 on chakra 5. I've had so much fun just reading these for myself and going through and highlighting and picking out what I'm going to present to you on these videos. I myself have learned so much, and I hope that the content I'm bringing to you is beneficial for both your personal practice and your professional practice of teaching. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is the book, and next time we will do chakra 6, light, and then we've only got one more after that, chakra 7, thought, as she associates with it. So thanks for joining me today. It was great to speak with all of you and to be both teacher and student. Namaste.